if I told you there's a country where people leave their curtains wide open, ride more bicycles than there are people, live below sea level, and are among the tallest on Earth? Welcome to the Netherlands, a place where everyday life is far stranger, smarter, and more fascinating than most people ever imagined. Introduction to the Netherlands. The Netherlands may look like a quiet European country filled with colorful tulip fields, historic windmills, and picturesque canals. But behind that postcard-perfect image lies one of the world's most fascinating societies. With a population of nearly 18 million people living in just over 41,500 square kilometers, it is one of the most densely populated countries in Europe. Yet, it consistently ranks among the world's leaders in prosperity, innovation, infrastructure, and quality of life. Located between Germany and Belgium along the North Sea, the Netherlands has spent centuries turning natural challenges into remarkable achievements. About a quarter of the country lies below sea level, forcing generations of Dutch engineers to develop some of the most advanced water management systems on Earth. Today, this small nation is also one of Europe's strongest economies, with GDP per capita exceeding 65,000 euros in 2025, ranking among the highest in the European Union. But what truly makes the Netherlands stand out isn't just its wealth or engineering. It's the country's unique culture. Visitors are often surprised by houses with wide-open curtains, a nationwide obsession with bicycles, unusually direct communication, and social customs that feel very different from those in many other parts of the world. In this video, we'll explore the most unusual, surprising, and fascinating aspects of life in the Netherlands. Some may challenge your expectations, while others reveal how history, geography, and culture have shaped one of Europe's most distinctive nations. Open windows and the Dutch culture of transparency. Walk through a Dutch neighborhood, especially after sunset, and you may notice something surprising. Many homes have large street-facing windows with their curtains wide open. From the sidewalk, passers-by can sometimes see family dinners, carefully decorated living rooms, or people simply relaxing at home. To visitors from more privacy-conscious cultures, it can feel like looking into a life-size display window. One popular explanation connects this tradition to the Netherlands' Calvinist past. Calvinism emphasized modesty, discipline, honesty, and respectable behavior. According to the familiar "nothing to hide" interpretation, an open home suggested that its residents lived properly and had no reason to conceal their daily lives. However, historians caution that no single explanation accounts for the custom. Natural light, attractive interior design, neighborhood connection, and simple habit also play important roles. Another often mentioned historical detail is the door and window tax introduced during French rule under Napoleon in the early 1800s. Because properties were taxed partly according to their number of openings, some owners blocked windows to reduce their payments. This tax influenced parts of Dutch architecture, but it should not be treated as the direct reason people leave curtains open today. Modern Dutch families certainly use curtains and value privacy, so the stereotype is not universal. Still, visible living rooms remain a memorable symbol of openness, trust, and connection between private homes and the surrounding community. The Dutch sauna culture and their relaxed attitude toward nudity. Another aspect of Dutch culture that often surprises visitors is the country's relaxed attitude toward nudity in certain settings. In the Netherlands, being unclothed in designated places, such as many wellness resorts, spas, and traditional saunas, is generally considered normal rather than embarrassing. For many Dutch people, the human body is viewed as something natural, not something that automatically carries a sexual meaning. This perspective is closely connected to the broader European naturist movement, which has existed for more than a century and promotes comfort, equality, and respect for the human body in appropriate environments. Today, the Netherlands is home to numerous wellness centers and designated naturist recreation areas that operate within clear rules and local regulations. One detail that surprises many international visitors is that swimsuits are not always worn inside Dutch saunas. At many traditional wellness facilities, nude bathing is the standard practice because it is considered more hygienic and prevents damp swimwear from trapping bacteria or sweat. Some locations also schedule special swimsuit days, allowing guests to wear bathing suits if they prefer, making the experience more accessible for newcomers. In many sauna complexes, men and women share the same facilities without discomfort. The emphasis is on relaxation, health, and mutual respect rather than appearance. People of all ages and body types use these spaces together, reflecting a common belief that every body deserves the same respect and should not be judged. For first-time visitors, the experience can feel surprising, but for many Dutch residents, it is simply another ordinary part of everyday life. The Dutch are surprisingly direct. If there's one cultural trait that almost every visitor notices, it's how incredibly direct the Dutch can be. In the Netherlands, people usually say exactly what they think, instead of softening their opinions with polite phrases or indirect hints. Whether it's a business meeting, a family gathering, or a casual conversation with friends, honesty is often valued more than diplomacy. To someone unfamiliar with Dutch culture, this communication style can seem blunt, cold, or even rude. A Dutch colleague might openly point out a mistake, or a friend may honestly say they dislike an idea without intending to offend anyone. However, most Dutch people don't see this as disrespectful. Instead, they believe clear communication prevents misunderstandings, saves time, and builds trust. Many consider honesty to be a greater sign of respect than pretending to agree simply to avoid conflict. This straightforward mindset extends beyond conversation. The Dutch are also well known for being highly punctual. Arriving late to a meeting, dinner invitation, or business appointment without a good reason is often viewed as inconsiderate. Being on time shows respect for another person's schedule and demonstrates reliability. Keeping promises is equally important. Once a Dutch person agrees to meet, accepts an invitation, or commits to a deadline, they generally make every effort to follow through. In both professional and personal relationships, reliability is considered one of the foundations of mutual trust. While their honesty may surprise newcomers at first, many people eventually come to appreciate it because they always know where they stand. A nation that never stops fighting the sea. One of the most remarkable facts about the Netherlands is that much of the country exists only because its people refuse to surrender to the sea. About 26% of the Netherlands lies below sea level, while nearly 60% of the population lives in areas that are vulnerable to flooding. Without an extensive system of water management, many of the country's largest cities, including Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and The Hague, would face serious flood risks. For centuries, the Dutch have engineered one of the world's most sophisticated flood control systems. They built massive dikes, drainage canals, pumping stations, locks, and storm surge barriers to keep the land dry. Many of the country's famous windmills had an important practical purpose beyond grinding grain. They were used to pump water out of low-lying areas known as polders, allowing new farmland and communities to emerge where water once stood. Perhaps the greatest symbol of Dutch engineering is the Delta Works, a vast network of dams, sluices, dikes, and movable storm barriers constructed after the devastating North Sea flood of 1953. Often described as one of the greatest engineering achievements of the modern era, the Delta Works helps protect millions of people from storm surges and rising sea levels while supporting navigation and freshwater management. Today, the Netherlands continues to invest billions of euros in climate adaptation, recognizing that sea level rise presents an ongoing challenge. Rather than fighting nature alone, modern Dutch engineers increasingly combine traditional flood defenses with innovative solutions that give rivers and water more space. This centuries-long battle against water has shaped not only the country's landscape, but also its engineering expertise, urban planning, and strong tradition of cooperation. The country that runs on bicycles. In the Netherlands, bicycles aren't just a popular way to get around, they're a way of life. With an estimated 24 million bicycles for a population of nearly 18 million people, there are more bikes than residents. Every day, millions of Dutch people ride to work, school, grocery stores, train stations, and even business meetings. It's common to see parents transporting young children in cargo bikes, while students and office workers rely on bicycles regardless of the weather. This cycling culture didn't happen by accident. After World War II, like many countries, the Netherlands experienced a rapid increase in car ownership. By the late 1960s and early 1970s, traffic congestion and road fatalities, especially involving children, had become major public concerns. Public campaigns calling for safer streets gained widespread support, leading the government to rethink urban planning. Instead of designing cities primarily for cars, officials began investing heavily in protected bicycle lanes, safer intersections, traffic calming measures, and bike-friendly infrastructure. Today, the Netherlands has more than 35,000 kilometers of dedicated cycling paths, making it one of the most bicycle-friendly countries in the world. This extensive network helps reduce traffic congestion, lower carbon emissions, improve public health, and make daily transportation both affordable and efficient. For visitors, however, there's one important rule. Always stay out of the bike lane unless you're riding a bicycle. Cyclists often travel quickly and expect a clear path, especially in busy cities like Amsterdam and Utrecht. Accidentally stepping into a bike lane can result in an unexpected encounter with a fast-moving cyclist. In the Netherlands, bicycles aren't just transportation. They're an essential part of everyday life and the nation's identity. The world's strangest border. If you think international borders are always marked by fences or rivers, the town of Barley will completely change your perspective. Located on the border between the Netherlands and Belgium, Barl is home to one of the most complicated border arrangements anywhere in the world. Instead of a single dividing line, the town is made up of dozens of Belgian enclaves surrounded by Dutch territory, along with several Dutch enclaves located inside those Belgian enclaves. A geographical puzzle unlike almost anywhere else on Earth. Walking through Barley can feel surreal. The international border runs across sidewalks, streets, restaurants, shops, and even private homes. In some cases, a single building is divided by the border. Traditionally, the official nationality of a property has been determined by the location of its front door. If the main entrance is on the Dutch side, the property is considered Dutch. If it's on the Belgian side, it's officially Belgian. Although modern administrative rules have become more standardized over time, this unique principle remains one of Barley's most fascinating historical features. To help residents and visitors, white crosses and metal markers embedded in the sidewalks clearly indicate where the border passes. With just a few steps, you can literally walk from one country to another several times in a single minute. This unusual arrangement dates back to a series of medieval land agreements and feudal treaties made hundreds of years ago between local lords and dukes. Rather than redrawing the border later, both countries preserved the historic boundaries. Today, Barley stands as a remarkable example of peaceful cooperation, proving that even one of the world's most confusing borders can function smoothly through mutual trust and collaboration. Building highways for wildlife. When most people think about Dutch engineering, They picture canals, dikes, or bicycle lanes. But the Netherlands has also become a global leader in designing infrastructure that protects wildlife. Instead of building roads only for people, Dutch planners have spent decades creating safe ways for animals to move freely through the landscape. Across the country, you'll find dozens of wildlife overpasses, known as ecoducts, stretching over busy highways and railways. These wide bridges are covered with trees, shrubs, grass, and natural vegetation, making them look like extensions of the surrounding forest. Deer, wild boar, foxes, badgers, and many other animals can cross safely without encountering fast-moving traffic. One of the largest examples is the Natuurbrug Zanderij Krelu, which spans nearly 800 meters and is considered one of the longest wildlife bridges in the world. The effort doesn't stop there. The Netherlands has also built thousands of smaller wildlife passages, including tunnels designed specifically for frogs, toads, salamanders, hedgehogs, otters, and other small animals. During seasonal migrations, these crossings help reduce road deaths and allow wildlife to reach breeding areas safely. These projects do more than protect individual animals. Roads can divide forests into isolated habitats, making it difficult for wildlife populations to find food, mates, and new territory. By reconnecting these fragmented ecosystems, the Dutch help maintain healthier biodiversity while supporting long-term conservation. It's a remarkable example of how modern infrastructure can serve both people and nature. In the Netherlands, even some of the busiest highways are designed with wildlife in mind, demonstrating that economic development and environmental protection don't have to compete. They can work together. One of the happiest countries in the world, but not without challenges. The Netherlands is consistently ranked among the countries with the highest quality of life in the world. In the 2025 World Happiness Report, it placed among the global top 10, reflecting high levels of life satisfaction, social trust, and overall well-being. While no ranking can capture every individual's experience, the country has earned a strong international reputation for creating conditions that support a good quality of life. Several factors contribute to this success. The Netherlands offers modern infrastructure, a highly regarded education system, reliable public transportation, and one of the world's best cycling networks. Cities are generally clean, well-organized, and designed to make everyday life convenient. Many neighborhoods provide easy access to parks, healthcare, schools, and essential services, while flexible working arrangements help many people maintain a healthier balance between their careers and personal lives. However, high happiness rankings don't mean life is perfect. Like many developed countries, the Netherlands faces significant challenges. Housing has become one of the biggest concerns, with rising home prices and rental costs making it increasingly difficult for many young people and first-time buyers to find affordable places to live. The cost of living has also increased in recent years, and some public services, including parts of the healthcare system, have experienced longer waiting times due to growing demand. Perhaps the most important lesson is that the Netherlands combines remarkable strengths with real-world challenges. Its success comes not from being flawless, but from continually investing in infrastructure, education, public services, and long-term planning while working to address the problems that remain. A healthcare and social welfare system built for long-term security. The Netherlands is widely recognized for having one of Europe's strongest healthcare and social welfare systems. Every resident is legally required to have basic health insurance, ensuring that nearly everyone has access to essential medical care. Unlike some countries with fully government-run healthcare, Dutch health insurance is provided by private insurance companies. However, these companies operate under strict government regulations that require them to offer a standardized basic insurance package and accept all applicants regardless of age or medical history. Residents pay a monthly insurance premium and are also responsible for an annual deductible for many types of care before certain costs are covered. This combination is designed to balance universal access with shared responsibility while keeping the system financially sustainable. A unique feature of Dutch healthcare is the central role of the general practitioner, or family doctor. In most situations, patients first visit their GP, who provides primary care and determines whether a referral to a medical specialist is necessary. This gatekeeper system helps coordinate treatment, reduce unnecessary specialist visits, and improve the overall efficiency of healthcare services. Beyond healthcare, the Netherlands maintains an extensive social welfare system that supports unemployed workers, retirees, people with disabilities, and families facing financial hardship. The country's pension system is built on multiple layers, combining a public state pension with employer-sponsored retirement plans and optional private savings, helping many retirees maintain financial stability. Even so, the system faces growing challenges. Like many developed nations, the Netherlands has an aging population, increasing demand for healthcare, and rising long-term care costs. Policymakers continue working to preserve the quality and accessibility of these services while ensuring they remain financially sustainable for future generations. Why are Dutch people among the tallest in the world? One of the first things many visitors notice in the Netherlands is just how tall the people are. For decades, the Dutch have ranked among the tallest populations on Earth. Today, the average Dutchman stands at about 183 centimeters, 6 feet, while the average Dutch woman is around 170 centimeters, 5 feet 7 inches. Although average heights have leveled off in recent years, the Netherlands continues to rank at or near the top globally. This difference is easy to spot in everyday life. Whether you're walking through a train station, attending a university, or shopping in a supermarket, it's common to find yourself surrounded by people who are noticeably taller than the global average. Visitors from many countries are often surprised by how frequently they need to look up during conversations. Scientists believe there isn't a single reason for the Dutch population's exceptional height. Instead, it appears to result from a combination of genetics and environmental factors. A nutritious diet, rich in protein, dairy products, and other essential nutrients, is often mentioned as one contributing factor. Equally important are access to quality health care, good prenatal care, high childhood nutrition standards, and a strong social welfare system that supports healthy development from an early age. That said, it's important not to stereotype. Not every Dutch person is exceptionally tall, and height naturally varies from one individual to another. Genetics, family background, and lifestyle all play a role. Still, the Netherlands remains a fascinating example of how biology, nutrition, healthcare, and living conditions can together influence an entire population over generations. The Netherlands proves that a small country can be full of surprising ideas, unusual traditions, and remarkable achievements. Which fact amazed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more fascinating stories from around the world.